Warzone Mobile is one of the weirdest stories in mobile gaming history because this game had everything people wanted, a real Call of Duty experience with its own native engine. That's something not every companies usually do. But on planning board, this sounds amazing, something that could change gaming completely. But in reality, it backfired, and the game gets shut down in April month of 2026. Which is pretty shameful for the team who were planning all of it behind. Because let's be real, it melted phones, and that's something not normal to tolerate for the community. But the hype it built around players' heart, yeah, that stayed and that wants more. The second Warzone Mobile showed weakness. Clone games started appearing everywhere, because by far everyone realized one thing very quickly. Players still wanted that fast-paced movement shooter experience. They just wanted it on games that actually run properly. That's where games like Bloodstrike and Combat Master got lucky. Bloodstrike understood something that Warzone Mobile ignored for too long. Optimization matters more than graphics. Natives made the game look lightweight, more simpler graphics, and that ran smoothly in every devices. It succeeded way faster than people expected. Then there's Combat Master. This game came out of nowhere and instantly started getting called Mobile Modern Warfare of 2019 by players. Fast movement, smooth gunplay, surprisingly good graphics for the size. That alone made players addicted. But not every clone got lucky. Games like Firefront Mobile and Carnage Wars tried entering the same space too, but however, they stayed very mid. Not terrible, not dead, but never truly exploding either. I don't talk about these two games very often, but honestly, their story is actually really interesting. Carnage Wars and Firefront Mobile were both lightweight shooter games made by developers who already had experience in mobile FPS gaming. Carnage Wars came from Zig-Zack, and Firefront Mobile was made by Blaze Games, the same studio behind Bullet Force, a game that already built a strong mobile shooter community years ago. But these two games successfully farmed popularity because they tried to mix battlefield-style combat like vehicles, tanks, helicopters, multiple modes like Conquest, Infection, and Team Deathmatch, for players that instantly sounded exciting, especially during the period where games like Warzone Mobile were getting criticized for thousands of problems. However, both games had potential. Both games had player interest, but neither of them could survive long-term. Eventually, both of them slowly disappeared. One of the biggest reasons could be Delta Force Mobile arriving at the perfect time. Because once Delta Force started showing actual polished large-scale warfare with better visuals, stronger gunplay, bigger studio support, and surprisingly decent optimization, smaller projects suddenly started losing hope. Why spend years competing against giant studios when players are already moving towards something bigger? But out of all these lightweight Warzone-style games, Combat Master was probably the closest one to becoming something massive. But then they messed it up. It was direction. Because when you look at community, even OG players sound frustrated. Players started feeling like the developers cared more about monetization than actually evolving the game. Updates became smaller, low effort, less meaningful content, less something excitement. The team itself started feeling disconnected from the game. Instead of fully pushing Combat Master to the next level, the developers shifted focus toward other projects like World War Legion, instead of building Combat Master 2.0 version with upgraded engines, because right now, momentum is everything. The second players feel like a game is no longer evolving. They move on fast. But now, we've got another ambitious project entering this space, and this one feels promising. Not AAA level, not fully polished, but also not in a bad condition either, because this is an indie project. And unlike many giant AAA studios, the developers are actually listening to their community. I already made a video on this game before, and honestly, the response was way bigger than I expected. But now I've got access to the latest test version, and after spending time with it, this feels like it has potential. If you guys want to try it early, join my Discord server. I'll send you everything there, but right now, here's my gameplay of this game.
Marking a spot. Marking a spot. Marking a spot.
So that was all of it for today's video. I hope you've liked the gameplay of mine, but more importantly, I want to know your opinion about this topic. Did you like this overall game? The movements, jumping, sliding, animations, and the graphics? Did all of it suffice for you? Or you're planning to support the game because you see the real potential in it? Or simply, you giving up on this Warzone clone things and are ready to find better one? Let me know every single things you want to share, because that's what matters the most. So that was it. I'm Legacy. See ya next time.